Hey everyone, it's Izzy. I am here today to share some amazing news with you. Just in case you didn't know, God loves you. God loves you. And I know sometimes that's hard to hear because our circumstances, the things that we are facing on a day-to-day basis, all of the chaos that's going on around in the world, sometimes it is hard to imagine, to grasp, to understand, or to believe that God loves us. But he says that. He says that much. It's right here in Romans. Let me read something to you real quickly. Romans 5:8 says this. But God demonstrates his own love toward us in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. You see, Jesus dying on the cross was not just a demonstration of God's ability to vanquish sin. He could do that. It wasn't just God beating a man to a pulp so that he could save the rest. It wasn't just God showing how much he hates sin, that he was willing to sacrifice his own son to be rid of it. It's so much more than that. Everything that God does, everything that he enacts, everything that he creates, and everything that he purposes has everything to do with love. The reason why Christ died on the cross for you and I is because God loved us. He loved us before we loved him. He loved us while we were still in rebellion. He loved us while we were still doing our own thing. He loved us while we were still rejecting him. He loved us while we were turned away, following the ways of our flesh, following the ways of this world, following our evil desires is how the Bible puts it. But he loved us. He loved us so much that he sent Jesus Christ to die for us. Jesus loved us so much and loved his Father so much that he died willingly for us. I want to encourage you today. I don't know what you're facing. I don't know the trauma that you might be going through. I don't know all of the circumstances in your life that might be trying to bring you down, trying to make you think that you are lesser than what you were created to be. I don't know. You might be riding high on the top of your life right now. That's great. But always remember, no matter where you find yourself in your life, always remember that the most important thing is that God loves you. You see, when you understand that God loves you, when I understood that God loved me, before I loved him, before I repented, before I set foot in church, before I gave my life to him, when I understood that God loved me right where I was, right how I was behaving, right how I was living my life in that moment, that he loved me, it changed everything. It changed everything. And it changes our approach to people. When we start seeing people and understanding that God loves them right where they are, right where they are in the middle of their circumstances, in the middle of their struggles, in the middle of their doubt, in the middle of their disobedience, in the middle of their rejection, God loves them. He loves every single one of them. Everyone who agrees with us politically, everyone who agrees with us on the socio-economic issues, everyone that agrees with us on war or anti-war, or whether the left or the right, everyone that agrees with us, God loves them. But you know who he also loves? Those that do not agree with you, those that have a different point of view, those that disagree with your beliefs or with the way that you live your life. God loves them too. It's crazy. God loves everyone. And that's why he sent Jesus to die for everyone. That's why John 3:16 is so important, because God loved the world. He loved his creation. He loved everyone that he created, everyone he gave life to. See, everyone is alive because God gave them life. And God gave them the choice on how to live their life. But God loves them. He may not love how they're living their life, but he loves them. And he sent Jesus to die for them the same way he sent Jesus to die for you and I. We are no better than anyone else that's out there. That's what I want to remind you of today. You and I are God's voice to the world. We are God's voice to everyone who's lost, everyone that has lost hope, everyone that has lost faith, everyone that thinks that they are not loved by God, that they are rejected by God, everyone who doubts that there may be a God. All those people, we are God's voice to them, to tell them and remind them, look, God loves you right where you're at. He doesn't want you to stay right where you're at, but he loves you right where you are. And he loves you so much that he sent Jesus to die for you while you are still here, while you are in disobedience, while you are rejecting him, while you are cursing him, while you are doubting him, while you are not believing in him. He sent Jesus to die for you anyway. When someone understands that, it changes everything. It changed everything for me. And I know for a lot of you, it's changed everything for you. The important thing is that we are God's mouthpiece to the world. That same love and grace and mercy that we receive, we have to show it to others. That way, they will know that the Father has sent us, and they will glorify him by giving their life to him. So today I want to encourage you, for your life, remember how much God has loved you. No matter what you're going through, no matter what you're facing, God loves you. And when you see other people, look at them through God's eyes, because God loves them too. And he sent Jesus to die for every single one of them. God bless you.